I'm gonna hop off here and turn things over to Dave and Michael, who are running this show. Welcome, everyone.
Thanks, Monica. Bulldog alumni and friends around the world, welcome to Power Day 2021 Huddle. We're kicking off Power Week and are glad you're all joining us in real time or through recording later. This evening, we have President Schneider and Monica Rice, Director of Alumni and Constituent Relations, along with many surprise guests from a variety of Bulldog eras. You're going to want to stay tuned. We'll hear from Michael and our alumni in just a few minutes. But to get us started, we're going to play a 10 question round of Kahoot Power Day style. The subject matter of each question will be about Power Day. Our alumni director, Monica Rice, is going to help us with that. So Monica, why don't you get us started with Kahoot? This is an exhibition, not a competition. Please, no wagering.
But wait, there's more. Tell them about their prizes while I share my screen, Dave Barrett.
Awesome. There will be prizes for the top 3 places. Third place will receive an I Love MC coffee mug. Second place, a McPherson College tumbler. And first place will receive both the I Love MC mug, the tumbler, and yes, a Bulldog Adventures prize pack. Take it away, Monica.
All right, thanks for that. And so if you've ever played Kahoot before, you know what to do. You can see that there's a code on your screen that's being shared right now. If this is new to you, what you're going to want to do is use a cell phone or a tablet that you're not watching this huddle on. And you're going to want to go to www.kahootit. Can you see that in the upper left-hand corner of your screen? Once you're there, there's only one thing to do. You put the game pin, that list of numbers that's on my screen that I'm sharing, you put that into that blank space. Then it's going to ask you to choose a nickname to play with. Try to choose something that's fun, but that we'll still know who you are, especially if you're one of the winners. Once you're in, we're all going to play a trivia game together. So this game involves knowledge, speed, and some luck, and everyone has a chance. So I'm just going to give you a few more moments to get signed in. I'm seeing 4 alumni in the quiz game right now. Oh, there we go. We're getting more. So yeah, especially our panelists, hop in. But anybody who's watching, all of our alumni out there, this is a fun way for you to see everybody that's part of this alumni huddle. So just a note, you won't be able to see the questions or answers on your device that you're answering on. That's going to be showing on the share screen that's through Zoom. So when you know the right answer, you'll need to match the color that you're seeing on the share screen to the correct answer on your device. So it takes a little eye-hand coordination, but it's really, really helpful to know that you got to look at the Zoom screen for the answers and then press your own screen in the color that matches that answer. So great, we've got 9 players, 10. I'm going to leave it for just a couple more moments because I really want everybody to be able to play this. And I know for some of you, it might take a moment to navigate there. And so go right ahead and keep signing in. Count down a couple more moments. All right, I hope we're ready to get started. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the first question. Get your device ready and be watching for the color that you think is the right answer. All right, ready to play Power Day 2021. First question, in which year was the first Power Day held? 2013, 2014, 2015, or 2016? Oh, I see the answers coming in. You got 10 seconds left. Good. Let's look at our leaderboard. Omar's on top. He got the right answer. Next question, true or false? Power Day replaced a longtime MC fundraising program, the Phone-a-thon. This one's simple, true or false, and we've got a lot of answers coming in. We kind of gave you a little hint on this screen. All right, we got 8 true. Now, just for a tiny bit more trivia, the Phone-a-thon was actually called Project Connect in its last years that we were doing it here at McPherson College, but it was still the Phone-a-thon. So we've got some people moving up the leaderboard. Get ready for the next question. This one has 2 correct answers. Who were the first hosts of Power Day? When you put your 2 right answer in, then push submit, and that will actually submit your responses. All right, who do you think it was? Bruce, Dave, Amanda, Carlene, 2 right answers. All right, let's look at the leaderboard. Ooh, Shay took the lead. Well done, but we've got some others moving up. Next question. What was the theme of the very first Power Day? Was it Bulldog Pride? Was it Bulldog Forever? Was it I Heart MC? Or was it Building Community? Oh, we got a lot of answers in quickly. Bulldog Pride. All right, go Stephanie. Way to go. Going on to the next one. This question, how much has been raised from all Power Day gifts together in the history of Power Day? 200,000, 350,000, 480,000, or 630,000? See some answers coming in. Fantastic. Think big. 630,000 has been raised all together in all of our Power Days. 6th question, since it began, how many donors have made Power Day gifts? 250, 827, 1,297, or 1.5 million? Well done. Oh, I love that one person thinks 1.5 million people gave to Power Day. Let's make that true. Okay, changing the leaderboard, just a few questions left. What has been the largest single gift to Power Day? 30,000 or 50,000? It's a 50-50 chance. All right, well done. We've actually had more than one $50,000 gift, but that's the largest single gift given all at once, several times. Question number 8, on Power Day 2016, which faculty member was riding a bicycle as Power Day hosts Dave and Carlene gave chase? We got the choices are Kenyon, Becky Bowman, Larry Kitzel, and Brad Stuckey. All right. Oh, most of you got it right with Kenyon. We've got a couple questions left, so keep answering. You can still get into this. Answer fast and answer right. This one has multiple right answers, but I'm not going to tell you how many. What colors were the inaugural Power Day shirts? Multiple answers and push select or enter or whatever when you're done. So red, white, black, gray. That's right, submit. Push submit when you think you've got all of the right answers. More than one right answer. How many? You guess. All right. This one probably moved a lot of people around. Here we go. Final question. We got another true or false. In 1980, a 1980 Bulldog alum gave Dave Barrett a pedicure in a live Power Day video.
Dave, are we gonna be doing that again tonight on air, or what's the deal?
Nothing live, other than you, me, and Monica.
All right.
No live pedicures.
All right.
You
I
know,
might
Well,
have
it is
something else to do.
true.
Maybe watching you get a pedicure today.
We're gonna see third place is Omar. Well done. Second place, Shay Macklin. And first place, who took that top spot, is Stephanie. Fantastic. We're gonna get our lovely helper to write those down. So we got those.
got 'em.
Stephanie, Shay, and Omar. And I'm just going to take a moment to show you some photographic evidence. There's Wileen Lingle giving Dave Barrett a pedicure for Power Day 2016, I believe it was. So now I'm going to turn it back over to you.
Monica, thank you for hosting what is quickly becoming a McPherson College staple, Kahoot. Michael,
Dave.
hey, we're 7 years in. 7 years in on Power Day. Gets better and better.
Yeah, I would tell you, I think you all chose a great theme this year. The idea of wherever life takes you. You know, when we started this event to replace our traditional phone-a-thon, which our longtime alums will remember. By the way, for those of you young alums, Omar, we used to call all of our alums instead of social media and do everything online. And so one of the great parts of this, in addition to raising as much money as we can to support the fantastic initiatives we've got going on at McPherson College this year, is really to connect with our younger alums and find out where they're at, what they're up to, what they're doing. And so I'm excited. I'm excited about that effort you got going this year, Dave.
Well, Michael, we teased that we would have some special guests tonight. So without further ado, our first guest comes to us from Wamego, Kansas, by way of Anthony, Kansas. Come on down. Come on down, special guest.
There he
is. There he is.
Good intro.
Coach, good to see you.
Yes, thank you. Thanks for inviting.
Oh, Coach, hey, we all the years, we go back over 30 years, and I wanted to ask you, our theme this year, building community. What were the ways that you wanted to build community when you were recruiting students and in your teaching?
Well, David, as I recruited student athletes to McPherson College, I emphasized that playing sports here at McPherson College was not a stepping stone to the professional sports career. McPherson College and our conference, the KCAC, does offer those that want a competitive and challenging athletic environment, participation in a number of sporting events, and also on campus, a number of co-curricular activities. So I urge everyone to get involved on it. But the most important part is the opportunity to get a good education in smaller class settings with professors that care, and making lifetime friends. Now, each person then has that responsibility to take advantage of those opportunities. My own personal story is that upon graduation, on 2 occasions, my education professors, and that was Dr. Rothrock and Dr. Eubanks, kept me informed of job opportunities and wrote recommendations for me for jobs that I was able to get. So I appreciated the personal touch that they gave. And then also, I'm thankful for my time at McPherson College, both as a student and a professor. As always, it's a great day to be a Bulldog.
Well, Michael, Coach, we both had the privilege of playing for Coach, you in golf and me in basketball. Any stories come out for you, Michael, when it comes to Coach, or anything you want to add?
Yeah. You know, I remember, Coach, it was my first year and we were playing it. You remember the old Elks Club? So people forget that Coach Trimmel also coached golf for a while. So the old Elks Club at Salina, and we had made the turn and came into the clubhouse, and Coach Trimmel standing there, and there's me and Bryce Brewer, Jonathan Coachman, and a big crew of golfers come in. We're really hungry. We go up to the snack bar, and Coach Trimmel says, "Have whatever you want, guys. Whatever you want." And they added up the tab, and Coach and he said, "Put it on Bethany." There you go, Dave. There's my favorite Roger Trimmel story.
And I told you that I'd get you to the meet on time and we would eat well afterwards.
That's right.
You.
Thanks, Coach.
Coach, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you, Dave. Really enjoyed it.
Coach Trimmel? Coach Trimmel?
Yes.
I send you greetings from our son-in-law, Randy Semedeni. He has a lot of respect for you.
One of my favorite players. And his senior year, he is one of the best postmen that we ever had. And I think Dave can attest to that. So
No doubt.
he did a great job for us. Coming from a really small town in Colorado, too. So Randy's
Thanks, Coach. Great to see you.
All right.
So our next guest, Dave, this is one I've been looking forward to this one since you told me he was coming on. Our next guest is from the West Coast. West Coast, one of my all-time favorite, Derek Toney, class of 2013. Derek,
hey guys,
thank you for joining us. Great to see you.
Great to see you guys too. Appreciate you having me on.
It's really special, Derek, to have you on. I know you come. You're back here at least once a year. You're always propping up the Bulldogs, the red and black. Tell us a little bit about why McPherson College is so special to you.
Yeah, I mean, anytime I talk about McPherson, it's always about the people I met there and my friends that I got to meet, and some that I actually went to school with. I actually transferred to McPherson from a school in California called Hartnell, and that's in my hometown where I'm actually located now. And so, yeah, just memories of all my friends and track, graphic design. I just had a great time at McPherson, and I love to go over those memories with people. Tell
Dave, we got to hear it. We need a story. Derek, we need one story before you leave us. Give us one good, your best McPherson College story. Come on.
So my first night in McPherson, I actually spent the night in the car. And if you know Matt Willis and Andrew Ascension, those are two guys that I actually transferred from Hartnell College with. And me and Drew, we took our first road trip to McPherson in 2010, I think. And it's about a 24-hour drive, so it's a long haul. And yeah, we didn't plan out the timing too well. So we get there at about, I want to say like 9 p.m. And we park up in front of Morrison, which was our first dorm hall. And we walk up to the doors, and as we're walking up, we see Dusty Kitchen. And he says hi to us. We say hi to him. He's the first person we see. So he walks right past us, super nice. We go and try to open the door, and it's locked. And so we're like, oh man, yeah, we got here too late. We didn't know what to do. So we're gonna have to sit this one out in the car for the night after a 24-hour road trip. And so the next morning we were like contacting our coaches, and I think they get a hold of Shay, and somehow she brings us over to the rooms and introduces us to Dusty. And then we're just like, man, he probably could have let us in the night before. So, I mean, after that, it was all good, but it was just a funny first night.
Well, folks, if you have not had an opportunity to view Derek's Power Day video. It posted today. So Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, an outstanding. And Derek, quickly, what inspired you to produce that video?
Yeah, that's easy. My friends, my track teammates, especially Antoine Lamb, is someone I always mention. I know people probably get tired of me talking about Antoine Lamb because I mention him every time I talk about school. And he was a big part of why I had so much success, because we did the same events. We were both, I grew up playing basketball. He was a basketball player too. And we both kind of changed over to doing track, and he was a high jumper. And I think the year before I got there, he actually won the national championship. And so that was one of the things when Coach Eby came out and recruited me. He said, we got a guy who just won the national championship. He told me he believed in me that I could do something similar. And I mean, Antoine had all the records. He had the All-Americans. He became Athlete of the Year. And it was just like, I just want to follow in his footsteps. And do I have time for a little story about that one?
You have time.
So I never told Antoine this, but I think that the couple of days after we first got to the school, we finally went to the cafeteria, and I thought Antoine had graduated. So I was thinking, okay, I'm gonna be the top high jumper at the school. And so me, Drew, and Matt were walking back to our rooms, and I see Antoine, and I'm like, in my head, I knew the guys didn't know who he was. I knew who he was because I kind of looked on the school website and I saw a lot about him, and I was like, man, what is he doing here? Like, I thought he was graduating. And so I never told him that I had a little bit of fear, but man, we became best friends, and I was able to catch him in a couple of things, and yeah, that made my time like one of the funniest guys ever, one of the best teammates I've ever had. So he was a big part.
Derek, thanks for joining us. And as always, please come back and see us.
Yeah, thanks, Derek. It's great to see you.
I always love an excuse to get back over there. So you all let me know.
Our next guest was a legend on stage and at convocations. Come on down, next guest.
All right, is he being shy? And not this guy.
Come on.
Dave, I'm trying to add video here. Oh,
Did you find the button?
no, God, no.
Cody
Dave,
W. Dahl.
I'm not good with technology.
Cody, class of 2009.
Oh,
Cody,
shoot. Dave, like I had video earlier, I promise.
Cody, you did have video. Hey, we're gonna keep moving. We're gonna keep
That's
moving.
fine. Come on, keep on.
Okay. Cody, you were a theater major, but your affinity group extended beyond theater. So why is it important for you to support not just the theater program, but you support many disciplines?
Man, so my best friend growing up, like we started kindergarten together. He also went to McPherson College, Mark Johnson, 09 basketball player. And like, I love the kid beyond belief. And so I was like, hey, I'm going to hang out in his social circle. And then I was on third floor Dotzer, which had several soccer players. And I was like, hey, we're going to be great friends. I was like, so I did not know a dang thing about soccer until I joined third floor Dotzer Brotherhood. And you're like, hey, you support who lives on your floor. And so we did. And I actually follow soccer now. And then football, like junior, senior year, I was an RA, and both of my RDs were football coaches and good friends. And I was like, hey, I'm going to go watch football. And even before then, like, I just love all the sports, and it was so easy to hang out with everybody.
Cody, hey, you are a fixture on campus. You've been around at our events after you graduated. And we so appreciate you and all that you've done for McPherson College. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks, Cody.
Well, of course. Sorry, I couldn't do a video. I don't know what I did wrong here. I unmuted, and I apologize, fellas.
No, it's no problem. It's no problem.
Hey, Mike, your hair still looks gorgeous. I'm jealous of it every day.
Hey, just stay away from my convocations, Cody. Just stay away from convocations, all right?
Hey, Ron Hovis, he was my main squeeze, so.
All right, Cody, we'll catch you later. Dave, our next guests are regulars at Bulldog sporting events and everywhere else you can see them on campus. Bill and Lois, are you on? There they are. It's great to have you here. Well, we want to know from you all tonight, Dave. I think this is what we want to know from there. What advice would you give the younger alums for getting involved as younger alumni?
Well, first of all, you have to stay in touch with the communications the college puts out. I mean, the bulletin and various alumni newsletters. And if you can come back for reunions and homecoming, that just keeps you in touch and you get to see your friends. It's great. Now, of course, you got all this technology that you can do through Facebook and all that stuff. So keep it up.
Lois, share a memory. Share your favorite McPherson College memory.
I will do that. On one of our first dates, Bill asked me to go to a track meet, and I thought, there's a band concert tonight, so I'd rather go to a band concert. So we went to the band concert, and guess what? Guess who was running over at the track meet? It was a high school track meet. In 1965, guess who might have been running from 1961 from Wichita? We missed Jim Ryan setting a record that night because I wanted to go to a band concert. So that's one of our, and also after the concert, we went down to the student union and Bill said, do you play ping pong? And I said, kinda. And I cleaned his plow. Not a very good start to the relationship, but it's been 57 years strong. So everything is good.
Thanks for joining us, you two. Dave, who do we have up next?
Well, Michael, Shay Macklin, about 25 years ago, visited. I gave Shay, I gave you up early. Visited on a Sunday, and she made the proclamation that I'm going to be SGA president before my time at McPherson College is done. That was back in 1996. She's done so many important things for the college since 1996. Shay, come on down and tell me, why is it so important? Why is it a priority for you in particular to support our students?
Well, Dave, you kind of gave my story away a little bit, or a little hint. I would definitely say that the reason why our students are a priority to me is because someone believed in me. And it wasn't just somebody, it was our faculty and our staff at McPherson College. But in particular, a woman by the name of Sharon Knekel was the person who said, I believe you could be student body president. And for those of you who remember, during my tenure as student body president, we had a campaign called Enhancing the Legacy. And in that Enhancing the Legacy campaign, I believe that was my first real experience outside of church, about giving and giving back to the institution. And I remember having this dream at 19 years old that I wanted the Sharonda Macklin Student Government Association boardroom. And that is still a dream for me, to leave my legacy at McPherson College. Throughout my years, I have been able to see faculty, staff, and all of you just believe in the dreams of others. Talking to Derek and listening to Cody, I had an opportunity to watch them grow and develop as students. And I give back, I think is important, because someone believed in me, and it is important for us to continue that legacy as we move forward. So I truly believe that, and what we do. So.
Okay, Sharonda, quick story time.
Ooh, well, Amanda Gutierrez just put in the chat that my freshman speech as I went on stage was, "To be enthusiastic, you must act enthusiastic." Oh boy, is Shay enthusiastic. But you know, there's so many stories. I was texting a bunch of my friends. Those of you who know Amanda Tuttle King, who's from Quinter, Kansas, she just sent pictures of us when we were in college to some of my students who came for Sunday dinner brunch. So I was just like, hey, you all need to jump on. So I don't know, the girls just showed pictures of us winning in Branson. Like, there's so many memories of just building community. And it's nice because we have a nice merge of all generations, and we all have some of the same traditions and some of the same people in that commonality. So no real personal story. The other one would probably make you cry. But yes, thank you, Dave. I appreciate all you do.
Shay, why don't you give our young alums out there advice on how to stay connected and what do you think?
I would say to stay connected is one of the easiest ways is, of course, just follow the institution and what we're doing social media is so easy now to stay connected. I would say the second thing is make it a point to come back, especially once we're in person. I cannot wait for homecoming. I'm looking forward to it. And I would say also stay connected to the people who mattered to you at McPherson. I call Dave, call Michael, I call Linda Barrett. Every once in a while, they just get a random text that I'm just thinking about you, you know, and that's how you stay connected, is those friendships and those relationships that were built early on.
Thanks for joining us, Shay.
No, thank you all. I appreciate it.
Dave, our last guest, and it's only appropriate that this person join us. Drum roll, Dave. Here we go. Your first co-host of the very first Power Day, Carlene Tyler. Carlene. There she is.
And I missed the question, Dave. I didn't know which year it was.
After a while, they kind of all run together. Oh my goodness.
I was on campus today for Global Women's or International Women's Day, and it was the first time I'd been on campus for a while, and it was so fun, so fun.
Oh. Well, Carlene, we're going to give you the floor, and you have permission to share multiple memories. Maybe you want to talk about your recruitment. Maybe you want to talk about your time as director of admissions. Maybe you want to talk about your time as registrar. Just go.
I think when I retired, I think I told faculty and staff that I had 16 different titles through the years at the college, which I'm not sure what that says about me, whether I just couldn't, you know. But honestly, we've talked about, connecting and staying connected. And since I've retired, it is unbelievable how many students I have gone to visit throughout the world, honestly. And as recently as last January, a year ago, I went with the group to India, and I saw a student worker who worked for Rick in the theater and stayed two weeks with her in New Delhi. And we had such a great time talking. And I've been all over the United States seeing students from years past. And it's easy to stay connected. Is Doris isn't on tonight, is she? I have to tell a story about when I was going to retire. She said, well, Carlene, how many years have you worked here? I said, 42. She goes, well, that's how many I did. She said, you should not retire. You should break my record. And I said, oh my goodness, no.
Oh,
But anyway, all of the students through the years have just been a joy. And I have to say, the one thing I miss about the college is my interaction with faculty and students too, but I kind of keep in touch with them, but faculty I really miss.
Carlene, what do you think sets us apart? What makes us different from any other institution down the road?
Well, a lot of small colleges, of course, say, connections and relationships. But honestly, as I was there for all those years, I think the relationships are absolutely the thing that people remember about McPherson College and sets us apart.
Well, Carlene, thank you for 42 years and beyond. And
Okay.
well, actually 46 years, because your time as a student. So thank you. And thanks for coming on. And
Thank you.
I believe we have Cody. Cody, we've got about 30 seconds, Cody. Is the video, are you back on?
Dave Barrett, I'm still here.
Do you have
There we go.
video? There he
There
is.
we go.
There
I
he
apologize
is.
about that. I feel like I'm pretty tech savvy, but I'm apparently not.
Oh my God. Well, Cody, quick question. Hey,
Yes, sir.
fatherhood, how is it? How you doing?
Oh my gosh. He is the perfect child. Like, he sleeps all night. Like, I don't think I'm gonna have another one just because I heard all the second ones ruin it. So, but he is glorious. Hayden Bryce, named after his brother. So
Awesome. Awesome. Well, Cody, glad we got to see your face.
hey, I'm
and-
sorry about earlier.
Hey, no worries. No worries.
McPherson College is amazing. I cannot imagine a better place to go to college, to be honest with you.
Hey, Cody, thanks for all you do.
Well, hey, I appreciate you guys, and I love the Pat Noise golf tournament every year. It's a great experience, great time, and it is an amazing way to give back to the college, and you get to have fun with all your friends. So
Come on back. If you did not know Pat Noise, or you're not a golfer and you just want to come back for the weekend, July 24th, come on back. Great
it's an amazing time. Like,
Thanks,
it's just
Cody.
so much fun. So,
Cody, thanks for your time.
hey, I appreciate you guys so much, and I love what you've done with the college after I've left since 2009. Like, you guys are awesome.
Michael, hey, 6 outstanding guests tonight.
Yeah, it was fun. It's good to hear from people and see what they're up to and share a little bit about their perspective on McPherson College and why it's so important. And honestly, I mean, everybody who shut up, these are all donors. These are all folks that support us. And Power Day is all about that. It's a way to support McPherson College in a way that provides financial resources and helps us stay connected. Dave, give us a little bit more information on Power Day. I think we're going to be open to take a few questions, but why don't you run through the key points?
Awesome, awesome. Yes, mcpherson.edu/power. That is the webpage, mcpherson.edu/power. Official kickoff, March 11th, 8 a.m. But you can start making gifts as soon as that clock strikes midnight on March 11th. I know that's what Shay Macklin always does. So as soon as the clock strikes midnight, March 11th, you can make a gift. And please talk about building community in your comments. So Power Day events. So at 8 o'clock, the kickoff will start, but we will have events on the hour. The top of the hour, we'll have a drawing. We'll have a special guest. We will be coming to you live all throughout the day. Also, the different social media outlets, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, we're going to be there. You have so many different opportunities to give, and we have $85,000 in matching gifts. The Paul family, $50,000. If you make a gift to the MC Fund or any academic programs, we will receive $50,000 from the Paul family. Jim and Lori Van Gotham have stepped up for the young alumni, a $15,000 young alumni match, and a $10,000 match for athletics. Stella Cook, Dave Kenny, auto restoration, a $10,000 match. So the overall goal, $200,000. I have every confidence we can get it done, Michael.
Well, Dave, you throw a great party. You really do. It's a fun day for those of you. If you just put us in as a favorite, follow the social media all day. It's a lot of fun to stay in touch and see what's going on. It's one day throughout the
Michael.
day. Yeah.
Hey, so my roommate, my freshman, sophomore year, Jace Lobato, amazing, loved that guy. He was a huge advocate for the college, and he passed away this year. And he was an auto restoration student, and he was one of the big reasons why I came to McPherson College. And so the auto restoration program, they do great things. I just wanted to give them a shout out and him a shout out.
Thanks, Cody, for sharing that. And it's obviously it's an important part of what we do, and we've got a great match there, and we'll be remembering him this year. Dave, are we open to a few questions?
Absolutely.
We'll take some questions from the crowd if there are any. Eric, were there any questions that came across that we should address? I'm sure people are wanting to know who Roger Twimmel's roommate was, or they're wanting to know some dirt when Shay was the dean of students or something like that.
Yes, and
any legitimate questions?
And yes, the answer is to the question: do family endowed scholarships count towards Power Day challenges? Yes, they do. Yes. Also, if you would like to make a gift to biology and to theater, yes, you can do that.
Other questions that are coming in, Dave? Eric or Monica, do you see any other questions that came in?
No other questions at this time. I will just follow up with Dave's comment. You can double the impact of your gifts. You may qualify for multiple matches. So definitely keep that in mind as you're making your Power Day gift. on Thursday.
I think one of the special things about McPherson College are all the interesting initiatives we've got. A lot of our panelists talked about jobs. The unique part about McPherson College, which is in fact different than most of the other small colleges in Kansas, our graduates are placed in the field, whether it's graduate school, service, military service, or a job. Our students are placed at very, very high rates before and after graduation. In addition, we got this thing called the Student Debt Project, which you'll hear more about on Power Day, where our students are graduating through a program we've got at McPherson College with little to no student debt. We've also got interesting new programs in health sciences. We saw Derek talked about graphic design and digital media. Cody talked about auto restoration. Some of the work that we're doing to enhance the level of education in McPherson College is significant. And so you can guarantee that we talk about this all the time. The return you're going to get on your investment in McPherson College is significant. So this is a big day for us. Take advantage of the matches out there. Any other questions that came in? I think if not, Dave, I'll turn it over to you to have the last word and wrap this up.
Hey, I can't overemphasize enough. Your gifts make a huge difference for MC students. We're also an institution built on community and caring for one another. Please, please, this day is a giving day, but it's also about sharing those special moments of community with us. Thanks for helping us kick off Power Week. It is a great day to be a Bulldog.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow, Dave.
See you tomorrow.